Awesome. Hey guys, I'm so excited to be here today, especially during this time. I needed this more than, you can imagine. All of us leaders, we're all dealing with the same things a lot of you guys are dealing with. For me personally, we literally just moved into our new house, our new rent house 3 weeks ago because we're building a new house. So we're having a fun experience with that. And so I've been really, this helped me, Susan, knowing I was speaking today because I was like, I got to get everything done. My office has to be done. I have to be set up. Even though I know you guys wouldn't care, but I was like, that's a goal. Like I want to get it done and all set up. So during this crazy time, I'm so thankful that since I started 6 years ago, guys, that I have always stuck to the basics. Doing that has never steered me wrong. I think sometimes people get stagnant or they hit a bump in the road with their business and they think they have to change everything. And you don't have to change everything. You have to just stay consistent. And I think Maria talked about that yesterday, and you hear all of us leaders talk about staying consistent. And so I'm so thankful that I've constantly stayed with the basics. I'm not going to go into details about VIP 800. You guys on here should pretty much know how you achieve that. But what I want to talk about is staying consistent with that and why it's so important for your business. For me, when I started 6 years ago, I had no intentions of being a promoter. But when Stephanie told me I could get my product for free, then that piqued my interest. And when she told me it was free to be a promoter, in my mind, I just thought, I'm not doing it as a business, but I know I'm going to share it because I want my product for free. So I might as well be a promoter. And so that threw me into the VIPs. And guys, when you bring someone in and help them get their product for free and help them hit their VIPs, they are probably, and I'm just guessing here, but I'm trying to think over my team for the last 6 years, they're probably 75 to 80% more likely to stick around. Because when you can put that kind of money in their pocket in their first 2 weeks and also help them get their product for free, they're not going to go anywhere. And then when you can help, make sure they understand that even though you may not be getting that awesome VIP 800, 1600 bonus, if you are constantly helping people thrive for free and getting 2 new customers and 2 new promoters, your business is going to continue to grow. That is what I call the snowball in this business. If you continue to do that and you're one person, and then you continue to help your 2 new promoters do that, you are doubling and quadrupling your business at a rapid pace. So I'm going to start with the refer for 2. I'm going to give y'all a big tip that has really helped me whenever I'm helping either a customer or a promoter. Especially on the customer side, I think sometimes as promoters, we feel like we can't treat them as promoters because they're just customers. But here's the thing. When I am talking to a customer or a promoter, and I'm talking to them about getting their product for free, right? You tell them how to get it for free. You get 2 referrals and your product's for free. So you don't just stop there. I always ask them, is that something you're interested in? Because if I get that verbal yes from them, which almost everybody says yes, because who doesn't want their product for free? But when I find out that when they give me that verbal commitment of a, yes, I'm definitely interested, it gives me permission to say, fantastic, this is what you can expect from me. I'm going to be checking in with you. I'm going to be giving you post ideas. I'm going to be asking you to connect me to your friends because let's be honest, I've been thriving longer than you. And so I'm going to be able to help them better than you can. Plus, I know you don't have time for that. So that way, when they give me that verbal commitment of a yes, I can then not feel guilty. When you're sitting and you're like, oh, I really need to reach out to Susan because I really want to help her thrive for free, but I don't want her to think that I'm pushing this on her. You get that little fear monster in your head and then you just don't do it. And then before you know it, 2 months has gone by and that's what happens. But whenever they tell you, yes, I'm interested, and you tell them what to expect, you're not going to care reaching out to them and saying, hey, have you shared this yet? Here's a post idea. How can I help you get your product for free? You don't care. You will instantly reach out to them and help them get their product for free. So when you're talking to a new customer or promoter, and you're telling them how to get their product for free, or even if you connect them on a three-way chat and, oh, there we go. And even if you're connecting them on a three-way chat and, you know, your sponsors helping them and explaining things to them, when you get back with them saying, hey, you know how Susan was talking about getting your product for free? Is that something you're interested in? Get that verbal commitment of a yes, because that is going to give you permission to constantly be helping them, tell them what to expect and all that good stuff. So that is the most important part. And if you will help somebody thrive for free, they're not going to go anywhere. We all know everybody loves the product, but when they're getting it for free, especially as women and moms, we put ourselves last. So when it comes time, especially during, you know, the COVID-19 and all the stuff we're dealing with, when it comes time to cutting stuff from the budget, Thrive is probably going to be one of the first things to go. So it's so important for you to help them get it for free so they don't even have to worry about that. We want our friends to continue to feel good and continue, you know, sharing Thrive and all that stuff. So if they're getting it for free, you take that stress off the table. So please make sure that you are keeping that a high priority, constantly helping people thrive for free. Now, flipping over to the VIP 800, 1600. Guys, when I started this, I was able to hit my VIP 1600 in 5 days. So what that meant is on Tuesday, the following week that I signed up and as a promoter, my first check was over $1,200. I mean, I'll be honest, I was like, okay, they sent me an email, but is it really going to show up in my bank account? You know, because it was just crazy. I couldn't believe that this company was doing that. But that set me on fire. That I had no intentions of promoting. I really didn't even know what the bonuses were. Stephanie may have mentioned it to me when she connected me with Amber, but because I wasn't interested, I wasn't listening, right? But because I was interested in getting my product for free, and because I was feeling so great, I was just sharing naturally, and I had no idea of the opportunity that was in front of me. And so that is when I shifted. Hitting that VIP 800, 1600 is what shifted my mindset into maybe I will do this as a business. Because I was a flight attendant. When I was gone from home, I was gone for 3 or 4 days at a time. And that is hard leaving 3 little kids at home, you know, 3 or 4 days at a time. So that is what made me shift my thought process into treating this like a business, right? So you never know what is going to make someone think, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to jump all in. It was after I ordered my promoter pack. Some people just order that promoter pack. Right now we're in double triples. They may be ordering because they're getting a special or whatever. They may not have intentions of actually posting or actually promoting. But if you can just help them hit those VIP 800, 1600, and guys, I've helped people do it and they don't even know I'm helping them do it. Like, I don't necessarily, if I can tell they're a little apprehensive about promoting, I just help them do it without them know they're doing it. And then they get a paycheck. And then they're like, whoa, what the heck is happening right now? And then they were like, hey, maybe I want to do this. I could use that extra money each week. And so you've got to listen to what the person is telling you. So when you sign someone up, especially during a time like this, maybe they're just signing up to get a special, listen to what they're telling you. If they're telling you, I really don't have time to do this as a business, I'm just doing it to get the special, things are crazy right now, listen to them. But you can always go back to but are you interested in getting your product for free? Well, yeah, I want to get it for free. Great. This is what you can expect from me. I'm going to be reaching out to you, helping you share. Our focus is to help you get this for free. But guess what? When they get their product for free, they are halfway to their first VIP 800. Right? And so you can do it without shoving the terms VIP 800, 1600 down their throat. So guys, the refer to and the VIP 800 is the lifeblood of your business. If you will continue to do those, you're going to continue to grow your business, period. I continue to hit my VIPs every month. You should make it a goal every month, right? In the beginning, you've got 2 weeks. I give myself 4 weeks. Every month, I want to get 2 new customers, 2 new promoters. Then I want to help those 4 get their product for free. Then I want to help my promoters get their 2 promoters so they're hitting their bonuses. It just will snowball. If you will just make that a priority in your business, don't try to reinvent the wheel, guys. You know, Amber and I are doing some things within our team, and we had a conversation. People know what to do. You on here know what to do. Just do it. Don't think that you waste so much time thinking about how to do things differently. Can you always be learning? Yes, but think about how you can incorporate that into the refer to. I'm going to go into some of my organizational tools along with kind of how I help people get their product for free. So maybe that can help you in your business. Because I know for me, staying organized and knowing when to help people has always been a struggle for me. So when we were packing, I accidentally packed one of the ways that I stay organized, and I found it just recently, and it's like I'm so excited I found it. So if you look at these two things, they're completely different, right? This is a little recipe box. This is an actual binder. This is a leather bound binder. I will say this is my favorite thing because it's a little more detailed, but I like this because I can throw it in a bag, and I can take this with me too. So I'm going to show you these. I kind of use both to help me stay organized, because when you're helping someone thrive for free or hit their VIPs, you have got to stay in communication with them. But because we're moms, or because we work, or because whatever, life is happening, especially right now. A lot of us are fixing to have our kids in virtual. We're going to be homeschooling. So staying organized is so, so important, because when you have 10 minutes to do something, you need to know what you're doing. You don't need to waste those 10 minutes figuring out who you're trying to help thrive for free today. You already need to know who you're trying to help thrive for free today or hit their VIPs. So this is, and Susan, I will, I have this actually saved as a PDF, what I'm fixing to show y'all. So just let me know where I can post. I guess I can post it on the event page. So in this binder, I have printed out, this is just for me to keep up with my personal promoters that I print out and for the month, just my front line. And then these tabs right here are months. I know it's hard to see, but it's January, February, March, so that way I can, it's not by year. That way I can just constantly be moving stuff as the next year goes along. And so what I have is every month, I fill out my binder, and it's these pages. It's hard to see, but basically, and I'll read this to you. It says 20 minutes of personal development, 3 Lavelle Facebook shares, 3 non-thriver contacts, 3 enrollments, invite friends to the fan page, talk to 3 team members. So this is what I need to do every day. So I have it every day. I leave the date blank. It says Friday or Thursday. Leave it blank. I'm looking at the wrong page. And so I write things on here, and then it allows me to just check mark off when I've posted, when I've shared, when I've done this, when I've got 3 enrollments. What I love about this is on the back of a page, let me find one that has some good amount on it. Here we go. On the back of a page, like here is a Tuesday, right? So this is my Tuesday. On this, it says Tuesday follow-ups. So as I'm calling people or messaging them, and I'm like, okay, I need to follow up with them in 3 days, I can flip 3 days forward and write them on my follow-up list. And then every month, I mean, I'm constantly, you've heard Paul talk about, making this a game. Every day you're able to just move forward 3 days. So when I flip to my day of the week, I already have what I need to do. So when I have a spare 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I already have something to do. Susan talks about that all the time, fitting this business into the nooks and crannies of your day. But if you're not organized, you're going to waste too much time trying to figure out who you're helping this day. So this for me was just how I easily stay organized. I can easily grab my book and see who I need to call that day. For my weekly task, I have every week what my QV goal is, because if you don't know, you got to plan your work and work your plan. So if you don't know what your goal is for that week, you have nothing to shoot for. And so that way I know, okay, if I'm going to hit 200K this month, I've got to make sure every week I'm at this QV amount, and staring at that every day helps me. All right, so this is my binder. That's how I keep up with stuff in my binder. A lot of you have probably seen the recipe book. I also have a YouTube video on how to utilize this that you can watch. That's about, I don't know, I think it's 20 minutes long. So this one is just a little recipe box with standard cards. You have different color cards. I have pink, orange, yellow, green. You can see that. All these little tabs are numbers. So these numbers represent the day of the month. So that way, you don't have to change it all. You just can constantly move, right? Because we have either 30 or 31 days in a month, except for February. We know that one's a little different. So basically what you can do is whenever you're like, what's today? Oh, today is the 4th of the month, or I'm sorry, the 5th of the month. You can go and pull out these people that you have said, I need to contact on the 5th of the month. So I have all my customers on pink cards. So like for my auto ships for the 5th of the month, I put them behind anywhere from the first or second, I'll put them behind those tabs. I kind of look at my week and like, oh, the first is on a Sunday. I'm going to wait till the second on a Monday. And I will just reach out to them and be like, hey, I'm so excited. Your auto ship is set to ship out this month. Guys, customer service retention is key. You have got to keep up with your customers. Do not be scared to reach out to them. Another thing that you can do is send them out every couple of months. Whatever works for your budget is one of our plus line products. I can tell you, so my average Lavelle rewards is it's anywhere between $300 and $400 a month. And that's on my account and my husband's account, because I send out free samples of plus line products, whether it's one Pro Bar, whether it's 2 sticks of Activate, whether it is a half a sheet of one of our different patches. I'm so excited about these new popcorn bites. I will send them little free gifts to try, and guess what? We all know Lavelle has great products, so they love them, and then they start adding that to their auto ship. So take care of your customers. So what you can do with this recipe box is put your customers a few days before their set auto ship, so you remember to reach out to them. Then you can put your promoters. Let me find a promoter card. Sorry. They are green, I think. Yeah, green cards are for promoters. And that is just honestly for you to follow up with your promoters, to keep in contact with them. I do put new promoters on a bright yellow card, somebody that's in their VIPs, so they stick out. And then once they're done with their 2 weeks, then I move them to a green card, so I know they're out of their 2 weeks. Does that make sense? And then as you need to follow up with them, you just put them behind the number of day of the month. So this is a great way to easily take this with you. I can throw this in a bag. I can take this anywhere. And I do use both. I know that can be overwhelming for some. I like this because there's more details. I get stressed out when I try to write everything on one little index card. But I do try to use both. But this probably is my favorite. I like details. I like being able to scribble on paper. It just makes me feel better. So I will make sure to post this PDF on the event page, because it literally is everything you need to print out. I will tell you the hardest thing about it is figuring out printing on the backs of the paper, like Tuesday follow-ups to match up with, you're going to put Tuesday follow-ups on the back of the Monday sheet. So when you flip Monday over, you have Tuesday follow-ups here and then your day of Tuesday here. So that kind of gets a little tricky, but it's great because it isn't date specific. You can print out tons of them and then fill in your months in your book. So as far as that, I really did just want to touch on the refer to and the VIPs, because those are the basics, right? You talk about the funnel. That's another reason I love this, guys. This every day has basically the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in it. So we have the funnel, which is getting a new promoter, which is back to the basics, and then the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're not familiar with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you need to get familiar with it. But that is what I use to set up this binder. Doing those reach outs, making sure you're staying consistent. Because guys, here's the problem. Once you become a thriver, you start friending more thrivers, right? Because we like to be surrounded by like-minded, positive people. Well, then you get into that habit of just scrolling and scrolling. And then at the end of the day, you think you worked because you saw Thrive post and you talk to people about, you're commenting on people's threads or whatever, but you're really not doing income producing activity, right? You're literally just scrolling and posting and sharing and getting excited for other people, but you're not actually working your business. You have to water the seeds every single day. Some flowers are going to bloom sooner than others, but if you will choose a way to stay organized to where you can easily reach out and put in a good, solid, whatever it is for you, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. If you only work your business 10 minutes per day, don't expect to get much from that. Now, are there some days where you can only get in 10 minutes? Yes. The important part is to work your business all of the time, not some of the time. And so you need to work your business consistently every day. And some days you may be able to put in 2 hours, but you're going to get more out of it with what you put into it, right? That makes sense. So if you're sending out 3 messages a day versus 30 messages a day, the person sending out 30 messages a day is going to get a different result than you. So you just decide how fast and how hard you want to push. And then, just do something every day. Don't stress yourself out if you only work 10 minutes a day, where the majority of the time you're working an hour to 2 hours a day. Life happens, but that's again why it's so important to stay organized so you can stay on top of what you're supposed to be doing. And I promise you, if you will continue to just help people thrive for free and help people hit their VIPs, you're always going to have something to do. You never want to open your binder and have nothing to do. But if you are following up with someone and they may say, I'm really busy today, can you reach out to me in a week? Someone's going to say something. If you're getting crickets from someone, then reach out to them every 4 or 5 days. You want to be able to have something to do. When Paul talks about free accounts, those are great. The reason I love those is it gives me something to do. It gives me something to put on my calendar. And so, go through your front line. Those of you that have been here longer than a year, I promise you have tons of people in your cloud office that either have not ordered in a while or something. So when you're getting your binder together or your recipe box, start there, because obviously if you don't have anything like this, you're going to feel like you have nothing to put into it. You have your cloud office. Go through your cloud office, fill up your binder. Give yourself something to do every day. If you will just go through, start with your front line. I encourage you to really focus on your first 4 levels. You may have those promoters that aren't super active, but yet they have people under them who are active. Take time to dig in your cloud office and find out what people are doing in your team. Step up and be that leader. If you have one person on your team, you can be a leader. So go through your customers. Find your customer referrals. Start there. If you have people not thriving for free just because they've been a customer one time, only ordered once, and then quit and haven't ordered in a year, you can still reach out to them. Do not be scared. I've even sent messages out before going, oh my gosh, I saw you pop up on my newsfeed today. I feel like the worst person ever because you ordered Thrive one time and then I just kind of let you go. So I just wanted to apologize. Things have been crazy, but I just want to ask you, how did you like it when you took it? I'm just really curious. Open that communication with them again. Do not be scared. The worst they can do is say no. They're not going to be mean. They're not going to say, don't talk to me ever again. Leave me alone. Just reach out. It's going to give you something to put in your binder so you have something to do every day. Yes, 54321. Someone said I got to find out what that is. Susan, I'm sure we can share that on the event page as well and let people know what 54321 is. So I know I'm running a little bit short. Susan, do you have any questions I can answer or that you just have thought of that you want me to talk about?
No, but guys, and the 54321 sheet and pretty much what Mitzi's little PDF is, it's kind of the same thing. It's your tracking device. It's your, how you want to do it. I have what I created years ago, the calendar sheet, what did I call that thing? Anyway, calendar challenge sheet.
Calendar checklist.
Yeah. And then, was it Beth Graves that created the 54321 sheet? I don't even remember. I'm probably giving somebody credit. Anyway, whatever works best for you. The 54321 sheet works best for me. That's what I look at, but we'll put that out there. But what is it? It's what Mitzi said. It's doing a certain amount of reach outs, a certain amount of follow-ups, a certain amount of social media things, a certain amount of adding people to your network and connecting with leaders. Why do you do those things every day? She just told you. You got to do them. Now, for those of you who are wanting to move faster in your ranks and move up faster, you don't get to just do 5 reach outs and 4 follow-ups. I bet you could probably go back and look at Mitzi's, even though it has a certain number, she bypasses that every day. Just because that's what you have to do. But we will put that in the event. Natasha is probably watching and she has it. She'll probably stick it out there really quick. But let's check, Mitzi, real quick. Let's check chat and see if anybody else had anything.
And while you're looking over there, I'll talk about something else. Guys, I was literally laying in bed last night going, oh my gosh, when was the last time I went to a local? I just need to do something, especially with Thrive Palooza not happening, Getaways not happening. And I'll be honest, this is what Amber and I are doing. We are hosting small reunion retreats. We are getting back out there. People that are comfortable getting back out there, we're just keeping them small, 10 people, mainly because we need those connections. But guys, you can do Facebook events. Like you can be doing stuff to be sharing the Thrive experience. You know, so I encourage you, when I first started, and it was after I hit my VIPs, and because I did that in 5 days, and I decided I'm going to run with this. I hosted my first living room local in my first 2 weeks, and I had over 30 people at my house. So I know that's a little bit different than what we can do now, but my whole point is what Susan was saying. If you want to move fast through the ranks, our team went 200K in 4 months. If you want to move fast through the ranks, you got to do more. But we're not going to leave you behind just because you don't want to do that. I help people thrive for free. If that's all they want, that's fine. I always tell people, I walk with the walkers, jog with the joggers, run with the runners. I will put in as much as you're putting in. You know what I'm saying? So it's really up to you. That's the beauty of this business, is you can work it however you want to. It is completely up to you. But if you have those big goals, we want to see 4Ks, 12Ks, 40Ks breaking all over the place this month. If you have those goals, let your leader know. Let them hold you accountable. I know Susan has a board at her house where she puts all of her team members' goals and stays on top of them like, hey, this is what you said you wanted to do. What are you doing to get there? Well, guys, it takes doing the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It takes staying organized. I tell you what, I'm so thankful our schools gave us the choice, and our kids are going back to school August 17th. But I know a lot of you have no choice, and y'all are doing virtual, and you're going to be doing homeschool. This is so important to continue to do the basic things you need to do. So I encourage you to get organized before your kids get back in school, so you know, hey, I'm going to just flip to this page. This is what I need to do today, right? It makes it super simple, and it makes you not stressed out. So Susan, thank you so much to you and Natasha for putting this on. It's been amazing. I'm getting great feedback from my team. It feels good to get back out there. The last several weeks of me packing, I've been kind of off the radar, and it feels so good to jump back in. And I'm just so excited to be here. So thanks again.
Real quick, let's answer this question. I'm going to tell y'all something. The reason that she does those sheets and has that notebook, I heard a long time ago, your brain is for thinking, not for remembering. At the end of the day, are you like, did I share a story today? Well, go look at your checklist. Nope, I didn't share a story today. Got to go do that. Oh my gosh, I've only done 4 reach outs. I was supposed to do 5. It's for, your brain is for thinking of the people, thinking what to say. This is so you don't have to remember it. Okay, so what do you do to get a customer to grab friends and to share their link with them? Oftentimes people will say, I want to wait until I see how it works for me, then I'll share. So I have a lot to say about this, but you're the leader, Mitzi. I'm going to let you talk about it.
Okay, and you can chime in anytime. So here's the deal, guys. It comes back to me sharing about how to get their product for free and asking, is that something you're interested in? They're always going to say yes. So it really depends on how you are approaching your friend. You know, so it's just about sharing that information with them and then saying, is that something you're interested in? And if they say yes, great, then you run from there. If they say, well, I want to see how it works for me, be like, girl, let me tell you something. I've been doing this for a long time. I know what you don't know. It's going to work. And you're going to be mad at yourself that you waited. Be confident. Have confidence in this product. You know that it works. You know what they don't know. So you have to be confident in that and not just be like, okay, I understand. Those of us, I can promise you, Susan and I do not just let people get away with saying that. Susan, what do you say to people?
No, not at all. So I also need you to remember that customers are customers. They are not promoters. They don't do this every day. So they don't know how to share their link. They don't know how to reach out to people. They don't know what to say. And let's say you say, hey, Mitzi, I've got free DFTs for your next 2 customers. They'll be like, great. They don't really know what to do with that, guys. So you are the promoter. You are the one that's helping them. So if somebody says, I want to see how it works for me, I pretty much have the same response that Mitzi does. But what am I doing? I'm following up with the next day. Okay, so what did you notice today? So it's day 2. What did you notice today? It's day 3. What did you notice today? Let's put that on Facebook. Your day 1, day 3, whatever. You hear it from Paul. I sounded
and sometimes with the customers, you got to just give them something to copy and paste.
That's right. And I'm doing that today. I totally stole it from Kayla. I think if you have not watched Kayla's YouTube channel, go pull what she did on Wednesdays for her plan of action. There was so much verbiage in there. And that's what I'm doing today. That's the little host to post thing. But what am I doing? I'm doing it so they can get their referrals. They have so many more people in their network than just mine. Like each person has their, so my phone is blowing up today by literally posting the messages. So if you don't know what to say to your customers, you're not sure how to get them. Most of the time, they're not going to share their link. They don't even know what that is. You're the promoter. Go listen to Kayla's. It's just called Kayla Fox Thrive, I think, on YouTube. It'll be Wednesday's video that she just did. It was Wednesday's plan of action, and be ready to take notes. I think I've listened to it 3 times because I keep getting pulled away and I have to come back and go, oh, what did she say? Go back. It's that good. And of course, what did I do? I copied that video and I sent it to 4 or 5 people on my team who are trying to get crazy amount of free accounts and get referrals. Go listen to this, go write it down, go do it. And that's what they're doing today. So I really fully expect our free accounts to blow up through Sunday. It's going to be nuts. But my best.
And they're getting to $25 right now, Susan.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you really have to blow it up right now. By the way, Amanda, I think she just put the YouTube video in there that might be Kayla's. So everybody copy and paste that real quick. Try this for myself. See if just for it works. Yeah. All the time though, guys, I have all the time. They're like, I'll see if it works. Well, the more I'm following up with them, the more I'm sounding super positive. They can't help but gravitate to that. So then they're like, oh yeah, I did sleep better. Oh yeah, I did get up better, whatever.
It's so funny, Susan, that literally yesterday, this girl, Andrietta, on my team got me on a 3-way call. I did a sample promo for my team, and it was one who was on a 3-day sample. And she had got me on a 3-way call with her before she started it. And then she got me on one because she was one that needed to start out slower. So I was telling her how to do the products and stuff. And as I was sharing my story and telling her things, because like you said, people don't know. I mean, she's talking about weight loss and stuff, and I'm talking about all the other benefits, the joint support, all this stuff. And she goes, I don't think my neck's been hurting. I mean, literally during the conversation, there was, I'm not going to lie, probably 5 things that she said, until you said that, it hadn't even dawned on me that this wasn't happening. So they just don't know, and they don't realize what's happening. But that's why connecting them with someone, every time they're going to be, and following up with them, whether it's through a connection call or you just following up with them, they don't know what they don't know. So when you're sharing and pointing these things out, and that the more they're realizing how much they're benefiting, you think they're going to want to order? Of course they're going to want to order, because now they're starting to realize how much this product's really helping, because they don't really know what, because it's such a fine-tuned thing the first few weeks. Until you really kind of have that aha moment. So guys, just follow up with your customers, follow up with your samplers, and give yourself something to do every day. And you really got to get that done.
The worst thing is to have nothing, no messages, nobody on your hot list, nobody to follow up with. If a big promo was to come out, you had nobody to reach out to. So literally, I don't know who said it the other day, that your messenger should be, it was Brittany Williams. It was one of the millionaires on my team. If your messenger is not so blown up that you can't keep up, you're not working hard enough. I was like, oh, so today it is crazy, crazy blowing up, and I cannot keep up. So back to work we go. But that's fun for me. I bet that would be fun for everybody else too. Isn't it great just to get new thrivers? And I'm hearing seeing so much on Messenger of just people, oh gosh, that's day 3 and I'm already down 2 pounds. Bragger. But anyway, it's fun. Back to the basics, Mitzi. Amazing. Thank you. I think oftentimes, as long as we're in this business, we have to be reminded to go back to the basics. For those of you who jumped on, not right before we got started, we will finish up this 10-day series tomorrow with Jamie Pecca at lunch, and then starting the next 10 business working days, all of these leaders are going to flip over and they're going to do a lunch and work with you, not lunch and learn. That's very hard to say. We might need to come up with something more clever. It will actually be at 11:30 Central Standard Time for the next 2 weeks. So please put that in your calendars, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then after those 2 weeks are up, we have 10 more days of crazy, awesome leaders that are going to start teaching you all some cool stuff. So we're just keeping y'all in the know. But Mitzi, thank you so much again. I can't wait to see the new house. I love the pictures of the old house. I was like, what was wrong with that one?